an exhilarating opportunity for me to share about my Guru and God, Bhagwan Shri Nityananda Paramashivoham, his entry in physical form in my life, and the experiences through the latest program that he offered as PSM3, Paramashivoham 3, a month before. So my name is Forum. I live in California. I have 2 children, and currently I'm at home. I'm not working right now. Swamiji happened in my life in physical form in 2009 during his USA tour. In one of the darshan program, I happened to have his darshan, and from that darshan itself, my life just took off on a completely different dimension. It is not easy to explain the deep and loving, intimate experiences, but I'll try here. So regarding this Paramashivoham, when I heard about the information and the program is happening, the cost of the program, my first thought was, oh, no way I can do this. I don't have any income. Actually, I received unemployment last year just to survive. So there was no question of me even thinking more about it. And then I received calls from the causing and enriching department, and I would just brush it aside basically that no, this cannot happen. I seriously don't have money. And also the fact that I'm living on a very minimal support income right now, taking care of my children and the house and everything. And also that I have a huge litigation in front of me that involves every penny of the lifetime of earnings and the future itself. So there was no point in me even thinking. And a few days just passed by like that. I kept receiving messages from the causing and enriching department. At one day, I was told that at least I should look into it and make an initial deposit to it. So I thought, okay, I'll listen to the person because this person has helped me and enriched me immensely. So putting my logic aside, I decided to go by the words. So I took some money that I had earned from a little bit of catering work here, and I decided to put it as a deposit. Now, since the COVID, the banks are not working as before, it was a little difficult to get the appointment and then go for the wire transfer and all that. So the logistical part I worked. I waited for 2-3 days, and then from the initial amount that I had decided I would put as my commitment for the program and for it to manifest, the thought started changing in me. And I started feeling that all my life, since Swamiji came in my life, for every little thing I'm going to him asking about things, asking for guidance, his protections and whatnot. And whatever I have asked, he has showered million times more on me from unimaginable resources. So it is my time now to test all these things and the truths and see what happens. He has been giving unconditionally from day one. So let me see what more can happen if I put things at risk. From my logical mind, I thought I'm putting things at risk. So I increased the amount of the first initial sankalpa, and then I went to the bank. While I went to the bank, the first obstacle was the particular bank did not have smooth transfer for wire transfer. So that was the first obstacle. Didn't happen. I came back. I talked it with the person who was causing me. And later on, I realized that there is wealth related incompletion in me, which is causing this obstacle, because a lot of other people were making transfers in one go, the large amount, and their transfers were successful. Why I'm coming to this obstacle right now? These things started changing my perception about things in this dimension, especially about money matters and wealth. And then I started working on it. So when I say I started working, actually, the minute I decided that I'm going to put first Sankalpa down as a commitment, since then I took the responsibility. And when I took the responsibility, Swamiji just started moving things in me for my transformation and giving me a breakthrough. This is a very important point for all the seekers. We keep on asking God and Guru to bless us, give us things and all that. But we forget often what is our side responsibility, what we have to put in when we are asking, because He's always giving unconditionally. But unknowingly, we are causing things to not happen quickly. So when I realized that, I actively started working on the wealth incompletions. At the same time, the PSM2 program, which is happening ongoingly for 2 weeks non-stop, that gives darshans every day and gives sessions to complete with various dimensions. So I decided to join that program again, specifically to have breakthrough with the wealth. That helped immensely, and that is another story on the side, how I received Venkateshwara's darshan, his blessings, and experienced deeper understanding related to the wealth and the childhood experiences which were still blocking me to open up myself to receive the breakthroughs and transformation and the funds also. So apart from this, I went to the bank again, and at that time I had two options in front of me. Either I just sit back and accept that my bank is not able to make this transfer. So then, anyway, I had money obstacle. Anyway, I don't have funds and I don't think this program can happen for me. So why bother? Instead, I thought, okay, what if I go to a new bank and find out? So I approached a new bank. They required me to open a new account and all that. So I finished all that details, the logistical part of it. And then before doing that, I made sure that they were able to make this transfer smoothly. And that happened. As soon I decided to take one more step, walking out of my coziness and taking more steps towards making things doable from my side, meaning not just sitting with impossibility, but testing and trying. And that is what Swamiji teaches us through his living and satsang, day in, day out, every minute, dropping down our resistance, our inabilities, and taking one step further at a time. And suddenly the door opened. So I went to this bank. It just happened, the account was opened. And by the time I came back, my thoughts also changed, and I thought, okay, it was he who created the energy, the confidence, and the passion in me for food and catering. And it was he who made this business happen at whatever level, and whatever money brought in, it was all him doing. So at least that much I have. So I gathered all that fund and I decided to then put it for the program. It was not even enough for the discount offer that the program had, but I decided to do it anyway. When the thought came up, the joy and the excitement just filled my whole body, and I felt his love physically in me, that now I'm getting ready to work with him, what he says. So the joy itself was so much, and it was instantaneous. I felt this is the right thing I have to do. So I took everything. I just picked up everything from the safe vault. I didn't even count it. Went to the bank and tried to deposit it. That's where we discovered that there was a bunch of envelope containing a lot of cash money in that, which was not even US dollar. It was Indian money. So I brought it back. But when the teller started counting, actually that money was nearly more than $5,000. And then I came back, and then constantly these thoughts are now going on that, okay, if I go through all my safe and security fund that I have been keeping for any emergencies, if something comes with me or my kids, how would I take care and all that? The thought didn't let me just rest at all. From on that moment, I was like on the train with Swamiji, and he kept pushing. This whole thing was so romantic. And when I say romantic, it is not the physical plane we experience romance with physical body. This romance is with cosmos. It's like now I'm with the cosmos and the divine, putting things together and making my life happen at my level, where he will just enter and then deliver everything, manifest everything mystically. So it was more of an excitement, like when you are pregnant and you don't know how you will deliver the child, how the 9 months will progress, but you feel the excitement, like I really want to experience this motherhood. I really want to see the new beginning of my life and the new life when it lands in my hand. And it was much more than this kind of excitement. And I was just every day just excited and energetic. So finally, I within 2-3 days I had the thought that, okay, whatever money I have saved as a security, if I put it together, then at least I can attend 10 days of program. And there was one thought that, but if some insecurity happens, means some urgency comes, I have no way to take care. There is no family, nobody on my side here where I will get any immediate help. And then the person who was causing me said, Ma, your security is Swamiji. That just hit me. And I was like, I'm fool. When I see him as God, I have experienced his divinity as God, but still my lower level identity is sticking to this insecurity that, oh, something will go wrong in my life and I will have no help. Are, I call him God, but there is no trust on him. There is no absolute confidence on him. That's where I saw this duality in me, and how our free will plays a role here, keeping us in delusion. At the same time, we will keep asking and demanding him to show us, to manifest on us, and then we keep complaining why it has not happened. You have said it will happen. Paramashiva does not deny me. See, I'm doing all this, but we don't realize where we have small blockages which are preventing us from experiencing what he is already showering. So that was another breakthrough. So all these levels of little steps, the breakthrough continued non-stop, from the logical mind, regarding the wealth, regarding the consciousness, cognitive level, everything. So I just took everything, last what I had in the hand. I went to the bank. I made that final transfer. The wire transfer was successful finally, because the wealth darshan of Venkateshwara started affecting my patterns and incompletions related to the money that I experienced earlier in my life. And from that, I realized that it is me who has no courage to take one step further and allow the divine to make things happen for me. That is where I was using my free will, preventing myself. At the same time, I was expecting the divine to just keep showering. This does not happen. It does not happen because it is a transaction between me and the divine, and I'm expecting everything to just happen. It's funny actually, and I'm so grateful that how Swamiji reveals things in so many details, tiny things, and then when we put dots together, the whole picture is clear in front of. Oh my God, it was me who did not see this before because of my own incompletion and resistance. So, who was preventing me from even having this breakthrough? Not him. It does not take more than one darshan for him to give us and cause us what we are asking. It is us. We are, with our deluded mind, preventing ourselves. So actually, the minute I made the first transfer for 10 days, I was like so excited. I was literally shivering. As soon as I got in my car, I messaged the person who was causing me and I said, Ma, I finally made this. And then all my security funds, I just gave it to Paramashivoham program. And she said, Ma, Swamiji is your security. Actually, her words penetrated me so strongly that itself removed my insecurity and fear in the moment like that. And I cannot explain the liberation I experienced in that moment. it was way more powerful and valuable even any other actual wealth showering. If I had received, say, $100,000, but that $100,000 cannot guarantee this experience and transformation what Bhagwan gave me. So every moment this continued, and from that day I was just waiting non-stop when the program will start, because I knew now I am so ready to receive what he wants to give me. And also the click had happened that it is me who is preventing or delaying all these things. So I was just waiting that I want to receive more understanding, more clarity, so that this rapid transformation just goes on and on and on. This itself is a different level of relationship with Guru, with Bhagwan. And I really wish everyone should enjoy this kind of relationship, because then we are in neck to neck conversation every second with him in our heart. Constantly we are with him, waiting to receive more clicks, more understanding. And 24/7 this internal chat goes on with him, it's live. And this is the most beautiful, sweetest experience journey one can have with the Guru, because that's what he wants us to do: realize our life, our patterns, our strength, and then make it happen from there, and live every moment as living enlightenment. It's just an amazing, amazing, sweetest journey with him. Thank you.